Oh my god, Demi, how's it going? On a 6-month streak, thank you for the resub, I appreciate you. How's it going? Hi. Feels like it's been 10 years. Of course it's sunsetting in Minecraft again. Give me 1 minute. Are all my sounds? Everything sounds loud to me right now, and I don't know why. I think it should be fine. Ugh, my back is killing me. I'm an old man. Alright, we're here. We're in it. Does everything look fine? Everything looks fine. Everything looks fine. Everything's fine? Everything's fine. Okay. Anyways, how's it going? What are we gonna do today? I sort of have a little bit of a plan-ish. I'll inform you of that here in a second. But I've been doing a little bit of moving and stuff. Oh, it's going-ish? Oh, lordy. Have you had fun streaming with Queen? You said you were streaming with her a little bit, and I saw you and Cryptic stream with her a little bit, besides what you had played on Valheim. I'm not really sure what else you guys got into. So I moved some stuff, and I got some work done. Bunch of this stuff is moved or taken out. I moved a bunch of this crap. I put in a bunch of storage. There's so much more storage that I need to put in. Yeah, there's just a lot. There's just a lot going on. So what I did is pretty much I set up more applied energistics since we're finally able to really get into that. Because we have all the channels that we want now. And I'll go over this thing here in a second. What was it? Learning how to play things is pretty funny. Has she just never had an actual computer before? Because I think that's the case, just from what everyone has been saying. It's like, has she never touched a computer? She just went straight to cell phone something? I don't understand. Oh yeah, I need to take this away. I don't really need this here. It's just been a long time. That makes sense. I need to move all that. So, where to start? So yeah, like Freed said, we want to automate all the things so that we don't have to do anything. It's pretty much what the point of this pack is to automate things so you don't have to do anything. We could have sort of been doing that with like XNet and stuff, but in my personal opinion, it wouldn't have been easy or fun to do. So I wanted to wait until I got one of these. And this is gonna make it like a bajillion times easier. So last stream we got this guy. We got the ME controller. It's that little gray block for applied energistics. The controller is pretty much the crossroad, so to speak. Some people could call it the brain of it all, but it's not really a brain. Everything knows how to do its own thing. This is just where everything connects and like goes through and gets sent to everything else. It's more of a line manager than a brain in my personal experience. So each of these lines can hold a certain amount of channels. Each channel is it can hold one thing. So in this case, you can see it says 5 out of 8 channels. The reason it says that is because this guy right here, little P2P tunnel, is using up one of those channels, and there's 5 of them, and they're all attached to this cable, and they're all going down and over. These guys aren't using anything because they're technically not using anything here. They're just getting data from this, so don't have to really worry about that. And then these are pretty much the same. They just don't show the information. That's why they're just regular glass cables, and these are smart cables. So you're able to do 8 on this one, blah blah blah. What else can I go over? So the way we had it before was everything was just connected to this glass cable, and then there was a bunch of these storage devices hooked up to chests and to the drawer system. Now they're hooked up to the drawer system and to the drive bay. The drive bay acts like a chest, and each drive or cell is a chest in itself. The only difference between the drives is that if one item, and if there's a lot of one type of item, like if there's like 1,000 of these orange rimmed stable stones, it's going to count as one type of block, but it's going to take up more bytes, kind of a thing. So that's the difference. The bytes is the quantity, the type is the actual block itself. So that's why you want the drawers. You want the drawers for the most common items, and then you can supplement it with chests or drives for all the extra crap, which is what I've been trying to do. So I'm still trying to figure out what needs to go into a drawer and what can go into the drive itself. I got all this stuff that needs to probably be thrown into a drawer. Not sure about some of this stuff. This is just my stuff that I've been throwing stuff together with. Excess. This is just stuff that I need to organize. But yeah. So, this big complicated thing. So, controller is the lane, the intersection of all the channels here. Each side can take one cable, so you want to use the biggest cable you got. In this case, we can use dense smart cables. So we got 32 channels on this face from this guy, so it can handle 32 different things. We got it thrown into this little P2P tunnel, and a P2P tunnel is it's just an easier way to cable things. Pretty much, it takes how to explain it. So it takes all the data coming in or out of this channel, or whichever channel is connected to it, and it puts it back through here or to where it needs to go, kind of a thing. So you copy this P2P tunnel and you paste it to a P2P tunnel where you need it to go. In this case, we'd probably go over to like over here and put a P2P tunnel down here. Let's see if we can do this. I don't think I got it this far. Oh, I did. Cool. So I would want to go like this, I think. Yeah. Ah! So we got the P2P tunnel attached to this guy, and we would want to do that. And that's how you can link the two P2P tunnels, and now I can continue that specific channel on this side if I wanted to. I don't want to because I don't know how I want to cable these things yet, so that's why I'm kind of holding off on that. We might get into that a little bit today. I'm not 100% sure. Yeah. So yeah, I just have it drop down and going through the tunnel. All the tunnels are complete. As you can see, everything is done down here. So we got access to under all of the the domes, and we can run along under all of the domes, and they should all be lit up so that we don't have to worry about mobs. I do sort of have to worry about mobs here because I think there's some lighting issue. Yeah. But yeah, that is what I've been trying to deal with. I don't think this is a good way for me to do it, and also I need to take this one off because we're going to use this channel here, and I have to move all this stuff. So what we're pretty much going to be doing today is doing some auto crafting things. We're going to be setting up some of the auto crafting systems. We're going to be throwing in some recipes, and if I can, I'm going to be trying to connect up some of the machines so that we can get that going. With some of the automation, like processing the ores and getting all that stuff compacted and all that good stuff. Let's see. So, how do I want to do this? See, now actually no, that should work out fine since I'm going to be using this one here. So what I need to do is take this off. So instead of using this here, I'm going to go ahead and take this apart. This is going to be our crafting line. I'm also going to need to make a bunch more dense cables because having only 8 from this side is not good. Actually, you know what No, that's fine. That's fine. If I need more channels and stuff, I'll deal with it later. It's not that big of a deal right now. And it's not going to be too difficult to deal with later, so I'm fine with just leaving it right now. What I was going to say is, instead of using this side and this channel, I could just use this one and put a dense cable here and use it for my auto crafting. But I think this is going to be my storage line, so I need to keep it free so that I can do more of these in the future. So this is my storage, this is my crafting. Got it. Like it. Winning. Crapping, auto crapping, love it. Sometimes you gotta go, I don't know. Plus that'll make this go down to 4, which is good. Yeah, it's good because I would need to be able to put 5 and 5 P2P tunnels, and I can't. I can only do 8. So 4 and 4 works out much better. Anyways. So let's go ahead. My inventory has pretty much been like this for the week. I don't know what to do about it right now. I'm just gonna move things and hope for the best later in my life. Just picking up some chests, throwing them down so I can get them out of the way. Okay. And I have some extra drives here. Well, not extra. These are my primary drives for items that I don't have in drawers or don't want in drawers, but I have a lot of. So I got 2 64s, I got a 4K, and an extra 16 that I can use. So, later in life, I'll throw those, once I'm ready, into my little drive bay. So those can be used for more storage. And actually, I might want to throw the 4K in there right now, because we're about to get a little backed up. Okay, because these ones are pretty much full, yeah. Pretty much full. Drive bay, hey. Okay, and I don't know what this guy does. It's kind of a useless block. Ooh, you know what I should make? Ooh, slide. Actually, terminal. Do we have it? Oh, we do have it. Wireless crafting terminal from Wireless Crafting Terminal 2. So we're gonna want to automate this so that I don't have to make everything myself. So we'll have to get into that in a minute. So what do we need? Also, this is getting real annoying. What do we need? What do we need? What do we need? So for our auto crapping, we need the, let's bring up the audit, let's bring up applied. So for auto crafting, we need these coprocessors, the crafting storage, and we are gonna need some of, do I have it here? We're gonna need some interfaces, so we already have that on the list, that's fine. And then we need these molecular assemblers. So let's see how to explain these. Who knows? So the crafting storage and the co-processing unit pretty much is is the memory for the craft. So it'll hold all the data for the craft that you're requesting it to do. The higher tiers mean that you can do more complicated, more in-depth craft and craft more of a single thing, depending on the size and whatnot. And they're multi-blocks, so you can. They're multi-blocks in teams or even numbers, so you can do 1, you can do 2, you can do them in a straight line or a box, pretty much. You can't do like weird shapes with them or anything like that, unfortunately. But yeah, they just hold all the memory of the crafting. The interfaces are used for holding the recipes. So they will hold the recipes for, like, if I wanted a crafting table, you would put in, oh, we're also gonna need that too. Where is it? Is it up here? We're gonna need a pattern. This one. So you put the recipe in the blank pattern from the system. You put that into the interface, and then you ask it to craft it, and then it'll send it to the molecular assembler to actually assemble the product. So these hold the recipe, these do the recipe, and these hold the ingredients. Fair. Pretty much most simple I can get with that, I think. Anywhoosits. We're going to want some of the most basic ones. We're going to want the basic setup right now, just so that we can get going. We're probably not going to start with the 1K, only because we can easily get up to the highest tier, I think, which is the 64. I can actually, even if I wanted to. Actually, I will. I'll do that. So instead of having to craft that, I'm gonna just do this. Take this, shift click it, takes it out. We have a storage housing and we have the storage component. These are super simple to make, and I've made them like a billion times. It's just a lot of overhand crafting, just going down the rabbit hole of things to do with it. So you got Certus crystals, you got redstone, you got the logic processor, you got the 1K. Then for the 2K or the 4K, you'd need 3 of those, plus calculation, plus these things. Then you need, for the 16, you need 4 glowstone, 3 4K storage things, calculation, quartz glass, and then for the 64, it's pretty much the same thing. And then I don't think there's a bigger tier, is there? Ooh, they have extra storage cells. Oh my gosh. That'll actually be something that we aim for a lot later if we need it, which we don't, but we'll do it anyways, just because. These just make it so that you can hold more Easy enough. They're just the bigger version of the drives. And each of the drives can only hold the 64 types, or 63 or 64 types, and then they hold however many of that type in the bytes. So they can hold more of a thing. And they have all the way up to, I don't even know what that would be. That's 16,384K. What is that's like? Is that millions or? So it would be 384,000. But that's 16,384,000. I think is how you would read that. So that's the biggest one you can do, and then you can also store fluid and gas, and they have different things added here. So cool. I like it. I like it a lot. Cool. Okay. Anywho's it's. Gotta move along. We need the crafting unit here, which means we need all that stuff, which we have. I like it. And we just craft these two together, and we have a 64 crafting, next-gen crafting. Then we need the co-processor. We don't technically need the co-processor, I just think it helps most of the time, so I like getting it. No, we're out of glass. Okay, so I think it's time to set that up anyways. So. What we need is to set these two up so that they can get power and that we can Demi only count to 6. Really, can you, Demi? I want to see you do it now. But we want to set these up so that they can be automated in the future. I don't think I need them automated right now, right meow, but it will be helpful. Yay, Demi did it. Oh god, love it. Okay, how do I want to do this? I'm going to just go like this. This is going to be super temporary setup because I don't feel like dealing with it right now. Right? Is that how I want it? Yeah, that should be fine. So these are attached via the smart cables. You can see the number of channels that are being used. It only counts the blocks that are immediately attached to it, not the blocks that it is attached to. So just the same way these P2P tunnels count as 1, the interfaces count as 1, and then everything else is counted later on. So those provide it power, and then we need a way to get it back into the system for future automation purposes. So we're gonna want some item. Yeah, I'll do some cheapo things. I'll do the cheapest option for right now, except for the reinforcements. We have a couple of those. That's fine. So pretty much what we want to do, not that. So with a more advanced piece of machinery like the redstone furnace that we made last time, or a pulverizer or something like that, you could attach it and have it input and output through one side. These guys don't output on their own. You have to force the output to go. So I think this is how I used to fix that problem. I'm not 100% sure. I might need to put a chest in between so that this will like push to the chest and then it'll go that way and then you go that way. So we'll see. It's been a hot minute. It's been since Freed's pack, when I used to play Freed's the late pack, since I've had to deal with this whole situation. So what we need is charged Certus quartz, redstone, and nether quartz. We only have 20 charged Certus, so I'll do 10. I'm going to do 10 for right now, and then I'm going to deal with the rest later. We'll probably need some in a little bit, so we'll definitely get that automated here pretty soon. And we need this just so that we can get everything automated. Throw those guys in, we got that. Those got thrown into the interface, and they should end up here. Yep, there's the 20. Cool. So the reason why you need to put it back into the growth chamber, or you need to put it back into the interface, is because when you're auto crafting, the system is gonna check to see if the interface received the output that you requested. If it doesn't go back to that interface, it's gonna think that there's an issue. So I think you can put them next to each other, but I don't really feel like it. And these aren't getting power like I thought they were going to, so I need these guys. And make some of these, like so. There we go. I think that'll do what I want it to do. Hopefully. Cross your fingers. Anyways, so we got that. What are we looking for now? We are looking to get this and that and that and this. So we got the crafting unit, and then we just need to craft that. So we got the coprocessor. Do I have that down? I don't. It's right here. This is more smart cable, so we're going to take this along here. We're just going to put this in a simple setup, like that, and like this. That's not good. There it is. Make sure to shift click so you don't go into the inventory. So you got the coprocessor and the crafting storage online, so we can do decent sized crafts without any issues. Now we need more of these interfaces. And actually, no, we do. Yeah, we do. I was gonna say I could just take one from one of those things that we were using, but I think we can just do this real quick. I'll do 3. And then molecular assemblers. Ooh, so it wants us to make the crafter tier 3 from RF tools. That's gonna be disgusting. So what are we missing? So we're just missing that middle bit. Okay. Go down the rabbit hole for this. Do we have the machine block, we just don't have the center bit, or the outside bits. So we're gonna need a bunch of these, which means we're gonna need a bunch of these. Like so. I think that's a good number. Who knows? Back, and then we're gonna need some of these analog crafters. How many actually do we need? So 4. Just 6 of them. Oh, I don't have those in the system right now. I have them chilling in one of these guys, like so. And then the levers. Hence why I need to get everything set up sooner than later. Yeah. It'll happen eventually. There we go. Cool. Pretty much the perfect number for it, too. Crafter 1, Crafter 2, Crafter 3, molecular assembler. So really crappy that it's kind of annoying to make, but we can set up a little bit of automation so we can get more of them. So let's go ahead and do that right now. So how do I want to do this? Actually do this real quick. So I want to move that. I don't want that here. I want this to move out just like so, and then just like so. So how do I want to do this right now? This is already taking 2 channels because of that, so I don't want to do too crazy of a thing. We're gonna go like that, like this, and then that. And then I'll keep this interface just for extra bits. But eventually we're gonna want more. Throw that down, throw that down. Cool. So now we have a pretty basic setup. What I need to do to make my life a little easier is make a terminal so I don't have to come over here and manually do things. So we're going to want the pattern terminal, and we're going to want the interface terminal. So the interface terminal will literally connect to all the interfaces that are on the system. And you'll be able to put the recipes in there and do whatever else you want to do. Pretty much I think it's just the recipes though. So that you don't have to go find the thing and, you know, try to reach it to get the patterns and crap in there. And then the pattern terminal is where you go and set the actual pattern itself so that you can put it in the interface. So let's go ahead and make that first because that's a little more important. Just a touch. Do we have any of that? We don't. I know we have extra screens. I'm just not sure exactly what we have. Also, I don't know where the extra screens are. There they are. Found them. Good thing I only have like 2 chests of extra crap lying around. And I'm gonna guess this needs it. Oh, this just needs that. Let's make that first. You. Give me you. Thank you. So we got the interface terminal. Super squeezy. Easy breezy. Now we got a regular terminal. Now we got a crafting terminal. And now we have the pattern terminal. And these can literally just be plopped on here. That's what I like doing. Crafting Maestro. Alright, so crafting terminal, of course, is where we see all of our items and we can craft things manually if we want. Pattern terminal, you throw the patterns here, you put the recipe here, and you save it or encode it with that, and you get the pattern for it, and then you can put it over here in your interface. So currently we have the advanced inscriber, the crystal growth chamber, 2 molecular assemblers attached. Very good. Alright, so we need the patterns. And then we need a pattern, then we need a pattern to make more patterns, right? Because that's what you do. You can come over here to the pattern terminal, say, hey, automatically make these for me. Oh yeah, that just crafts it for you. Oh, okay. Oh yeah. So instead of doing that, we can come over here. So I just made a encoded pattern to make me more patterns. So I can throw it into the molecular assembler, come in here to the system, be like, hey, do I have any patterns? I don't have any patterns. Can you craft me some patterns? Also, I need to stress this a little bit. So I need to reset this one. So it's a little finicky with the items that are used. So right here, I messed up a little bit and I set it to pure Certus quartz. I don't want it to be pure Certus quartz. I want it to be regular Certus quartz because I have more regular Certus quartz than anything else. So boom, we got Certus quartz, we got glowstone, we got iron, we got quartz glass. And that is now set in there, and you can see there it says all the stuff that it needs. So crafts 1 blink pattern with 1 Certus quartz crystal, 2 quartz glass, 3 iron nuggets, and 3 glowstone dust. Not using substitutes. You can toggle this little button right here, and it'll substitute anything that matches here pretty much. I don't want it doing that. I want it just using the regular Certus quartz. So now we can come back in here and be like, hey, I need some patterns. Make me like 100. Go next. And now it's going to be like, hey, I wish I could, but you don't have these items. But you have these items. So we're missing 190 quartz glass, and we're missing 206 glowstone. I don't know how I've been getting glowstone, so that's going to be a little bit annoying. How do we get glowstone? Through the combustion chamber. Ew, I don't know how we're going to be able to automate that. That's going to be a little interesting. Or if we're even going to need to once we get all the stuff hooked up that I want to get set up. Anywho's it. So we need to make a bunch of glowstone. So that's redstone and blaze powder. We are running dangerously low on blaze powder, but by the way. Not really dangerously. We still have 572, but that's kind of like we only have 572 left. And yeah, I know this isn't the recipe that it said. I need more redstone. Oh, and this isn't hooked up. That's right. I need to hook this back up. Ah. How do I hook that up? Leadstone? Probably. I could just do the regular flux ducts here. I need power. Power, 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 power. Do I have anything in here? Not that I see. Do I have anything in here? Not that I see. Crap. Can I use these? Probably not. I don't think those are universal enough. But I need flux ducts. Flux duct. And I just want the regular ones. Just like so. Cool. I hope it continues to work. It totally is. Love it. Oh, and this needs more blaze powder. Yeah, so very, very soon I am going to need to hook up or set up the mob farm again. And I think I know where I want to put it. Boom. There we go. Cool. I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to set up the mob farm all the way down here so that it's away from everything. I think that'll be the best use. I need to land in the water so I don't take fall damage, because I think the game is a little buggy like that. Everything's fine. But yeah, I need to set up that mob farm probably sometime soon. Would be the best idea. Probably what I'm going to have to do off stream this week. Life. Anyways, we got that, we got that. We need... What do we need? We need a glowstone. Glowstone, glowstone. Honestly don't think I need 100 patterns, but I want to make a couple at least, just to show how it all works. Do on stream I want to see the struggles? No, because I don't even know how I want to make it this time. Definitely not. I think this is the right recipe. Totally is. Love it. No, definitely not. Alright. So we have a couple more of the things that we needed. What else do we need? Pattern. Oh yeah, I wanted to know quartz glass. So to make quartz glass is just ground up Certus or Nether. I think we're going to do the Certus one. We'll also just go ahead and pop that in here. I'll eventually get it set up so I can make things a little more squeezier. But just for S's and G's, this should be fine. So we're missing Certus quartz, so I don't feel like dealing with that just yet. Yeah, we don't have any. Fine. The one thing I don't have set up and why I didn't want to have to deal with that right now is all of this stuff put back into the system, because I wanted to use other cables, not this crapola. This isn't outputting right. Very good. Okay. So I wanted to get everything set up off stream, but I decided against it. And I wanted to do something else. So I had all of this stuff set up so that I could come over, throw stuff in, and then it'll just automatically get sent back. But in order to automate things, I need it set up through Applied Energistics. So I need to have the cables set up so that they're attached to machines and they can receive and send back the things automagically. And that's gonna be a bit of annoying. But I'll get it done eventually. I also need to figure out how I want to do this, because there's so many different frickin' things in here. I think I'm gonna throw them... I don't know how I'm gonna do it, actually, to be quite honest. I was thinking I was gonna throw them in drawers, but I'm like, no, the drawers wouldn't be a good idea, because I would have to set up so many different things to autocraft them, and that just doesn't seem like a good time. So what I need to do... I think I just need a couple of autocrafters to export all this crap to. And I need to set them... a couple, I probably need a bunch, don't I? Oh god, I'll have to figure out how I want to do that. I might set it up, no... Ooh, actually, I might do the storage drawer thing, actually. I think that would be better. So, what you can do... if you set things up on a storage drawer, you can set them with a... I think it's... yeah, you can set them with a crafting card. And I don't know if you need a level emitter or not. No, I don't think it's a craft... no, it is a crafting card. So I think if I set it with a crafting card on the block that's finished, or do this real quick. So these are super simple to do. You only need 4 of them, and then you got the ore, right? So if I throw these into a drawer in the system, and then on a different drawer I put lead ore, but I throw a crafting card on it, and then I tell the system how to craft this specific recipe, the 4 lead ore pieces, into the lead ore, it should automatically make as many as that drawer can hold. I don't think it needs a, what is it? I don't think it needs like any sort of level emitter or anything like that. I think that should be fine. Is this thing done? Are you done yet? This thing's slow as heck. It's almost done. Ow. Also, I'm eating scrambled eggs. Plus, I am gonna need to do the whole automating supplies to this crapola, so that'll be nice. And I also want to do the other one too, the ore washing one. That'll be a good one to do. Is this thing done now? It's still freaking rolling. Last one, come on now. Gimme, 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 gimme. Gimme. There it is. 10 years later. I'll leave that be. We might need that for some silicon anyways, so I think we're fine for right now. Go ahead and toss these in here. Patterns. Alright, so now we tell it to make 30 of the patterns. It's going to take 532 bytes because it's not a complicated craft. And we tell it to start. And it is crafting. You can also check the crafting status here. Or you can come down to the crafting storage and you can look at it. And you can also see the items being made in here. So yeah. Oh, I don't have to really do much besides tell it what to do. And we have 30 that we want. So that's what Freed was talking about when he was saying you're supposed to automate things. You're just supposed to tell things what you want and then they're supposed to do it for you instead of you having to do all the things. Plus you're supposed to, I think one of the main goals of this is to like automate everything to a level where you literally can just craft the most difficult items you want on a whim. So every little step would need to be automated, and in my opinion Applied Energistics is probably the easiest way to do that. So that's why I was waiting. So now that that pattern or those patterns are set, we need to start making the other stuff. So we're going to want to set a pattern for the molecular assembler, but that's going to be a rabbit hole in itself. Burb. Alright. So, let's see. In order to make the molecular assembler, we need iron plates. Iron plates come from metal presses, or the compactors. The compactor would be a good one to automate it with. We are going to need a bunch more interfaces, so that's going to be something that I'm going to want to set a pattern for as well. And then this is a pretty straightforward one. We need to automate the process again of getting sand so that we can automatically get glass. And then we're going to need to automate the iron ingot process, which is something that I wanted to get set up a little bit today. Or at least start trying to, because I've never done it before. And then we're going to need the formation cores and annihilation cores, which take the fluix dust as well as the nether quartz. And to be more efficient about it, it would be more efficient technically to use the pure version so that you don't waste as many resources. to make the pure version of the nether quartz crystal, the Certus quartz crystal, and the charged Certus crystal. I don't think it does the charged one actually. So the nether and the Certus, you turn it into a seed and then you grow it. The reason you turn it into a seed is because from one nether quartz you can get two. So instead of using one, you can get twice as efficient by using that recipe beforehand and then growing it, and you'll be set. So that's something that we're gonna have to think on. Do I want to do that? That's something that I do want to do, but I don't have the stuff set up for it. How do I want to get that set up? So do I have an extra interface on me? I don't. Let's see if we have the resources. And we're gonna have so many molecular assemblers lined up on this thing, it's gonna be insane. So we're gonna do that craft. Cool. Like it. We are gonna go over here. I should have taken the elevator down, to be honest. But I wanted to do this, so we are gonna need under this stuff. So how do I want to do this? Go ahead and just start mining this stuff out. I'm gonna have to move some of the machines. You are gonna need to move, which is fine. Go ahead and grab you. Oh, little bit of lag. So. Actually, do I want to move this one over? Do I want to pick everything up and put it one to the right so it's more centered? No, but kind of. So I will. Hey. You know what I should invest in? First of all, I need to put stuff away. I should invest in a magnet at some point. That would be ideal. Hello, welcome back. Oh, and I have this set up. My stuff! So I have this bag set up so that I can just come in here and be like, hey, this stuff is getting in my way. Can I just throw this in? And it'll go directly into the system. My pockets are always a mess, Demi. We know this. We live in this. We don't thrive in this, but we live in this. It's a mess reorganizing. I don't know what to do about it. Slightly more organized. Okay. Will you? Can I just? Thank you. I don't know where that was, but it wasn't where it was. Everything's fine. Alrighty. I'm taking down this whole setup that we had before because I want to move stuff because I'm being picky. Cool. Okay. I don't know how I want to get this set up just yet. So I'm just gonna move it for now until I figure out life. So I literally just need to move it one to the, or actually, yeah, like pretty much one to the left. 8 Anyways. Just one over, and then I'll be happy with my life choices. Also, this isn't technically supposed to be its home, but we're here. Anyways, moving along. So, to set things up, let's see. I'll go ahead and toss you down. I'm gonna set them one apart. You. I'm gonna put on the other side. No, I'm gonna keep it on this side. Magma. Usually what you want to do, just like I said last time, is usually your aim to melt stuff down is to put it into something, and to do that you need the fluid transposer, so you're technically supposed to have it like this, sort of, but whatever. And then the pulverizer, and that, and then that. The energetic confuser is actually going to be really good so that I can charge some Certus crystals when we need them, so that'll be nice. Aw, this light's going to go out. Very sad. I'm going to have to put that illumination thing back up. Perfect. So now we're going to want this guy. Like so. And I'll go ahead and I'll keep that right there. It's just like a little access way so I can come down here if I need to. Okay, and then we got this guy right here, like so. We're gonna go ahead and reconfigure. So on the top, we're gonna go in, out the back, we're gonna go out so everything can have power. And then we're gonna pop this on the top so that it can give the power that it needs. So I don't really have to worry about powering them just yet. We will in the future, just not right now. Now, so we have all that. Now what we need is to put these all in the system. To do that, just take the interface, slap it on down, and then we're gonna have to hook up those cables. Ooh, actually, I'm gonna have to wait for this, because I don't have it how I want it just yet. It's probably gonna have to go into a chest and stuff. I'll have to figure that out. Alright, so how do I want to do this? Also, what is that noise? I hear fire. Fire? Oh no. Okay. My jetpack is out of fuel for the umpteenth time today. Oh, that's what that is. I can't wait to get a better jetpack. To get a better jetpack, we need to go to another planet so we can get iridium. And I just don't think we're ready to make that adventure just yet. We'll get there, you know, eventually. Just not right now. Why'd I come all the way back here? I hate my life. Oh, lordy. I literally put them in here. Let me do this. So, do I still have that thing? I can't help it. I like jumping and hovering. And then eventually I'm gonna need cables to hook those up, but regardless, right now this has 301,000. This thing can only hold 30, so I've just been sucking the power out of there. So the next upgrade for this is to turn our flux infused chest plate into a quantum suit body armor that holds 10 million EU, which would be nice, you know. We just don't have... I think the only thing that we're literally missing is the iridium. You get the iridium from... that's not the right iridium. I think you literally have to get it from ore, and that either takes the void ore miner, a laser, or going to one of the other worlds that we're gonna have to go to eventually. So yeah. Oh, and apparently if you put the, you know, the laser drill / void ore miner thing in the freaking end. Ugh. Anywho. Yeah, we have stuff sitting here that we still need to set up eventually, just not right now. Okay, so this is the part where we put the P2P tunnel together, technically. So actually what we need to really do is the other stuff. So flux, fluix, not flux. Flux is bad. Flux no bueno. So we're gonna want to tell this how to make that. And we're gonna have to turn it into a processing thing. So there's 2 recipes you can do. You can do a crafting recipe, or you can do a processing recipe. Crafting recipe, it's literally the same thing that you would do in a crafting grid like this. A processing one is literally you're sending that stuff over to a machine to get something back out of it. So in this case, we're trying to make more fluix crystals. And to do that, we need to throw these 3 items into water, and we'll get fluix crystals. So, in we go with that. And then we would want to throw that here. And you can either do there, or you can come over here and be like, hey, crystal growth chamber. There you go. Now I can come over here and be like, hey, I need some fluix crystals. If we didn't have any, give me the 1. But we only have a crafting recipe that knows how to do 2. So we just tell it to do that. It went over there, it did its job, and it came back with the 2. So now I know that those things work, so that's good. Love it. So we need to make... I think we need to make a wool pattern, because I think we have, yeah, we have a bunch of wool, but we're gonna eventually gonna need a bunch of wool too. So we need to make covered cables. We need a bunch of dense smart cables so that we can get everything set up over at the processing area, but I don't think we have enough resources, aka charge stuff, to be able to do that yet. So let's do this. Put my hang glider away, and I kind of need it. Sort of. Not really need. Need's a strong word. Just makes it go faster. So this is where we're going to get our charge Stardust crystals from. When we do the crafting recipe and we get everything sent over here, we're going to send it over to this guy to charge him, and then we'll go ahead and get that set up on a keep full kind of thing as well, so that'll be nice. But yeah, where is my thing? Yeah, way too much. Got a lot of it done before it pooped out in power. There we go. All 64. Running. Now we should be able to make a bunch more without having to worry, because we only had the 10 before. So it knows how to make the fluix crystals now. Let's make sure it knows how to do the Fluix cables, or the ME cables right here. But to do that, we're also going to want to make sure that it knows how to do these ones. We have to turn it back to crafting mode, clear that out. Ooh, we're also going to want to make sure it knows how to do that eventually. So let's do that one, like that. So we got that. Now we're going to want this. We're eventually going to want the pure ones, but for right now, we're going to want this one. And then we're going to want to make sure it knows how to do the covered. And then the dense. And then finally, the smart. So if we come over here, we can just pop all these guys in like that. Be like, hey, do you have any dense smart cables? You don't? Can I have some? And it's gonna be like, hey, we're missing too much shib, so we're gonna need to do a smaller amount. Smart. Can I do 30? I can do 30. Nice. Start. It's probably gonna take a second because it has to craft all this stuff, and this isn't really fast right now. What I can do, if I felt so obligated to, is take the speed upgrades out of here. There's an import bus under there. Take the speed upgrades out and throw them in here, like that. And it'll speed up the crafting like crazy. So we can check our crafting thing. It still hasn't made any of the smart cables yet. It's making all the Fluix cables, and it's making all the covered cables before it goes into that. Up, and it's finishing up crafting, so it just started on the smart ones after it got done like that. Super easy. Look at that. Perfect 30. So now what I kind of failed to do okay. So we're gonna need a lot more than what we have here currently, but we should be okay. We are gonna want, what is it? P2P. We're gonna want one of our P2P tunnels. Go ahead and run down here. Pop that there. So now it's 5 of 8 channels. Pop this here. Got no channels there. This is online, but it's unlinked. So we're gonna run back. This is why I made this all out of concrete, because you run so fast. We have our memory card. We're gonna go ahead and just clear that. So now we're gonna need to decide which of these we want to be our crafting. Or our processing, technically, because it's all the stuff that's going to be in this one for right now. I think this one on the end should be fine. So let's go ahead and copy that one. We're shift-clicking that. You can see it kind of changed. It used to be frequency 0000, and now it's frequency 196B. It's still unlinked, but all I have to do is come over here with the memory card that we got. And be like, hey, load it onto there, and we don't have to shift click that. We just click it on there and it changes the frequency, and now it's linked. So this is the output side. So how do I want to do this is the problem. Just to save on resources, I'm gonna go ahead and just do this real quick. Not you, you heathen. Yeah, we're gonna need so many more. It's gonna be ridiculous. 2-minute cooldown. Well, might as well fix what I did here. So what I'm gonna do to fix this quote-unquote issue is go down and around instead. Instead of going down like this and up, I'm gonna make it go under everything so that it's not in the way of my path or anything like that. And I just need more of those cables. Oh yeah, and you can see over here that this guy is linked now. Input side. So, we need more smart, dense cables. What do we need to make like 100 of them? We're missing a bunch of wool, a bunch of not a bunch of redstone. We're missing a bunch of wool, some redstone, some charged Certus, and some glowstone dust. The redstone and glowstone aren't difficult, but like I said, we are running out of that blaze powder. And we don't have any coming in really at all because we don't have a mob farm right now. Because I took it away because I needed to move it and I just haven't set it up. Because I'm lazy apparently. Go ahead. We have plenty of gunpowder though, of course. Then we need... Is it redstone and blaze powder? I've been lazy, I'm sorry. Yeah, it's redstone. Okay. Should just need the one, I think. So we're gonna go like this. Oh, I don't think that's the right one. Is it half? I think it's half. Alright, and now I can throw in the gunpowder and the blaze powder. Collect any excess, which there is not. See, that's the part that I don't know how we're gonna automate, because I don't know if it has to be a button or not. That's just like what it says, but I'm just not sure. We're gonna want some more glowstone. So let's go ahead and just toss these in. Like that. Beautiful. 3 more stacks of that, a couple more stacks of that. We're gonna throw the Certus dust in there to get that out of my inventory. Now we're gonna make some wool. I can technically, I'll just do that. So, number of items. Tell it how to make wool out of string. What else does it need? What else do you need, good sir? I know there's like one thing that I'm missing. Charge Certus crystal. Ow, I forgot there was a ledge there. Biscuits. Oh, and I can clear this now. Don't need you in my inventory, hot bear. What other ways are there to charge these? I could straight enrich them 1-to-1, but that's not very efficient in my opinion. I could use redstone with it, but that's very wasteful because I'm kind of running out of redstone. I like how it slows down when the power starts getting low. So it never truly hits 0. Perfect. So we got the 2 stacks of this. Toss that stuff in. Now we should be able to make the smart cables. 100. Perfect. So we only have 1 Emmy glass cable. It has to make more, so it has to make a bunch of fluix crystals, which is why we need a bunch of the charged certus and the redstone and glowstone. It needs to craft up the white wool, which needs a bunch of string. We have plenty of glass, and then it has to craft up some of the quartz fibers, which need some of the nether quartz, and then, you know, all the other stuff. So we're just going to tell that to start, and we can come down here and be like, hey, look at all this stuff that's being made, look at all this stuff that's crafting, look at all this stuff. So right now it's only able to do the 2 tasks, I think mainly because we only have 2 processors technically. If we had more, I think if it could, it would be doing more than just the 2, as long as it had the resources available. So right now it's just crafting up all the wool, which is taking up the only molecular assembler, so it can't craft any of the covered cables until that wool is done. It's not even moving, and it's going super fast because we got all the acceleration cards in there, which probably means that we're draining a bunch of power. Yeah, there it is. I'm like, where's the power being drained? I know it's somewhere. So it's being drained from here, but we got plenty of power, so I'm not worried about it. Plus, this is just free power anyways, so. Oh, I should check the water wheel. Oh, now it's crafting the covered cables. It's like switching in between covered cables and ME glass cables, because the glass cables craft more than 1 at a time. So while that's doing its thing, what I want to do is run over here to see how the water wheel is doing. Oh, that's right, the water wheel's not hooked up, so it's not even giving any power to this stuff. So let's get that stuff. We need to grab some of this so that we can fix that. I need to go down 1 more. Maintenance, people, maintenance. Alright, this is what the jetpack is actually for. So I can do this kind of crap. Let me on! Thank you. Beautiful! Now we can just do this. Cool. So that's just hooked up to this, so I just needed to see if this is providing power, which it's not. Okay. That's fine. This is still draining all the power, but there's 2 million of it, so I'm not worried about it. And then when the crafting is finally done, which it's gonna be here in a minute, oh yeah, we're almost at the 100. We could technically just start grabbing that stuff and going. Got 90. I only need 64 for right now. Alright. That's a little bit of an issue. I think it's gonna have to be fixed the same way, because these are more expensive to craft than the frickin' network cables. So they have priority over, you know, everything. And honestly, I don't even know if this is really gonna be enough channels. Because there's just so many machines that need processing. Alrighty. Would you just look at that? It's beautiful, perfect. More than enough. And now we can take these smart cables, slapping these guys down. Sad about that, but I'll get over it. Boom. And I think I have the yeah, I have it backwards, I think. Don't I? Oh no, wait. Is it updated? Okay, it's updated. I thought I had it backwards. Let me just make sure. Oh! See, that's what I'm talking about. I need to light up that corner, and I just don't get around to it. But they're still being repelled by my little interdiction pulsar that I made to keep them out of my base while I was, you know, remodeling. But they still spawn there. They just get trapped there for all eternity. Till I need to go over there. Shit. Now, when we look into the interface terminal, we're going to see a couple more things. Nothing. It doesn't know what they are. So now I need to figure out if I have that on backwards or not. Input side, 5 channels. Usually it would be able to know whether or not that's the correct, or if it, what block that is, which I'm like a little confused. Usually it'd be like, oh yeah, that's the redstone furnace and all that jazz, but now it's just like, nope, I don't know what you're talking about. There we go. Okay. Channels are there. The interface is here. Three-minute cooldown. 8. There it is. Okay. So now that I turned on the correct input-output settings, it looks like it likes it a little bit more. So now we got the compactor there, we got the induction smelter, the energetic infuser, we got the pulverizer and the redstone furnace. I don't have the other things hooked up just yet because I need to figure out how to do that again. I forget. Anyways, so now we can start putting recipes in there and having them craft those recipes. So one of the things that we wanted to do was the crushed or pulverized Certus quartz, so that we can make the seeds, so that we can throw them into our crystal growth chamber, so that we can get some more optimal outputs. So we're going to change this to a processing pattern, and we're going to come down the line of how to make these pure Certus quartz and the pure Fluix crystals and the pure nether quartz crystals. So to do that, you need to throw it in fluid and it'll grow, or you can do it that way, or you can do it that way. Any way you see, I mean, that's not really efficient to be in my opinion. I don't know. Anywho's, so this is a processing pattern. We pretty much say, hey, in order to get a pure Certus quartz crystal, we need to throw this into whatever machine it goes into. So we got that. Now let's go down the rabbit hole for this one. To make that, we need those, and that's a crafting one. So you gotta make sure you remember to do that, like so. And then We can automatically do sand. Sand is super easy to automatically get just a bunch of. We'll get that set back up here pretty soon, just not right now. But to get this, we're going to want to throw the Certus into the pulverizer to make the crushed dust stuff. And that is another processing pattern, so we're going to have to do that again. There we go. This, that, this. So, in the crystal growth chamber, we throw the Certus seed and they come out with the pure Certus quartz. To get the seed, we need to craft it with the molecular assembler, with the sand and the crushed, and to get the dust, we need to throw it into the pulverizer. So now we should be able to say, hey, I want a pure Certus quartz, please start. And it's already working on growing them. So this does take some time. I believe that we can throw some acceleration in here, so I think these things affect it too. Yeah. So we're gonna want to set up that. We're gonna need to set up that crafting pattern for the acceleration cards, because we're gonna need a bunch of them. Alright, I'm just glad that we're getting all this stuff set up finally. It's been so long, Demi. It's just been such a long road. Do you even know how long it's been? It's been 15 days in game. Or since 15 streams, technically. So, I do them once a week. That's just, how many months is that? It's just a long time. I mean, it is my fault, but that's like, there's like a lot of in-between stuff. It's almost been like 4 full months. Next stream will be the 4th month that I've been playing it. Like, that'll be 4 months. It's just a lot. But yeah, we're getting it all set up. With the automation being set up, everything is, well, a lot of things are going to start becoming easier because we're just going to be able to request it and it's going to be able to get done. There's also, I don't know if they have it here, but technically, I think you can set the pattern to craft something even if you don't have the ingredients for it. So if I wanted, what's something that we don't have ingredients for? Let's see if we can do this. So it's going to be a crafting recipe. We're going to want the security terminal. We are actually going to want the security terminal soon. But we want the security terminal, and that's all the stuff that we need to make it. Boom. I don't think I have, yeah, I don't actually have a 16K thing. I don't actually have an ME chest. I don't think I have any ME glass cables because it used all the ones that the smart cable needed. And I don't know if we have any more processing. We do have some more processing. But yeah, we don't have like 4 of the items. But it'll put it in there so that you can set the pattern so that you can tell it how to do it. So things are going to become a lot easier once I, get all the machines hooked up and get the lines ran. Let's see. And, get more of this stuff set up. Because we're going to need like a bunch of the crafting storage things. We're going to need a bunch of the molecular assemblers. You're getting on my nerves, Mr. Creeper. You know what? I'm just gonna take a nice little 360 no scope. It'll help them despawn. Woohoo! And he's gone. Love it. Look at all that. Look at all them chickens. Yeah, so this nether portal is definitely gonna move. If I remember correctly, if you put two nether portals close to each other in the overworld, the one in the overworld is gonna connect to the one in the nether, since these are so close and all that stuff. So I'm hoping that when I move this to where I want it, so that it's out of my way, I'm probably going to move it up here somewhere, because technically there's nothing going to be right here that I need. This whole platform is ideally going to be pretty much empty. So ideally, I can set the nether portal here, and then not have to worry about space, because all this stuff is going to be moved. Gosh, it's almost out of freaking lava already? Oh my god. Let's see. So, what is next? So that's how we're gonna do that. Oh, that's how I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna have to get a bunch more of the glowstone and the red stones. I'm gonna have to figure out how to process those. I'm gonna have to figure out how to process this stuff. Let me try something. So I don't know if it needs a button. If it needs a button, that's gonna cause some issues with me trying to automate that thing. If it doesn't need a button, which I'm hoping it just takes a redstone signal, I should just be able to grab a lever. Be like, hey, do the thing for me, please. So I'm just gonna toss this in here. I'm gonna throw this lever down and do this. Okay, so it does just need a redstone signal. Okay. That's gonna make it a lot easier to automate. I'm just trying to figure out how I would want to do that. I think Applied Energistics has something that'll emit a redstone signal. Fluid level, redstone channel, toggle bus. It might not. A little unfortunate, but understandable. Okay. Yeah, I'm not seeing anything that would do a redstone signal that I recognize it does a redstone signal. I'm gonna have to look that up to see if there's a way to do that. If anything, I think XNet could do it, but telling XNet to do that is something I don't know how to do, based off of me requesting something from Applied Energistics. I could technically just have a redstone clock sitting next to this. I think that would be the easiest thing, to be honest. I don't know if an interface would be recognized on this though. Plus it doesn't have auto input-output capability, so I don't think that'll work. So if I throw a clock down on this, and I throw the interface on this, then my thinking is the clock is just going to tell it to the clock is going to emit the redstone signal and tell it to go, and then the interface will be the thing that puts items in and puts items out. The problem is the interface is going to have to... Actually, yeah, that's probably a thing. So it's not going to be hooked up to this. The interface is going to be hooked up to a chest or two. No, yeah, one chest. Interface is going to be hooked up to a chest. The chest is going to be item output to the quick dropper here. Quick dropper is going to put them into the area that they need to be. And then the redstone clock is going to just tell the thing to go. And then this will collect everything, and then there's going to be another item duct kind of thing here, putting the things back into the interface. So that's how I'm going to automate that. And then these. So this is what I wanted to get into today. I don't want to do the combustion one yet. That's just going to be a little bit of a headache. So I want to do this. So we're going to want a bunch of manulin and obsidian casings. So we can have probably like one per type of alchemical ore dust. Actually, what else kind of ore dust is there? Ore dust. Is there anything that we don't have yet? We have uranium. We have osmium. We have cobalt. We had cobalt. We used it, I think. More than likely. We have lead. We have aluminum. We have nickel. We have silver. We have tin. We have copper. We have gold. We have iron. And we have astral. And then there's also the ardite and cobalt ore dusts over here. But I think this is something different. It is. Okay. So we're going to need... 13? Ooh. 13 of those bad boys. So we're gonna need a bunch of these guys. And we're also gonna need a bunch of glass being auto-made where I want them so that we can make that. So I think I will do a subsystem for XNet over to where I want to put those. And we also need power. That's just a lot. That's just a lot to do. So I think the first thing to do is just start with the simplest things and work my way up. Yeah. And then the hopper will be replaced with item duct. I think no. Yeah, I'll need more fluid droppers, because that's the only thing that's the easiest thing. I don't think it's the only thing, it's the easiest thing that is available to us to be able to drop the liquid glass. Is it? Crystal fluid. The crystal fluid out of an inventory and into the world, so that's the easiest thing to deal with. And then we just need a bunch of glass. Need a way to tell how many things are in something. Okay. So, let's do this. At XNet. I'm going to grab these. I'm going to throw the interfaces in the system along with that stuff. Fluid ducts. Certus. Okay. So, what do we need? What I need is... not that anymore, to be honest. We still haven't made it to dark matter, too. That's like something that I was building up to that I just couldn't complete because there's so many things that we just don't have available easily. Very sad. Eventually. Alright, so we need these fusion tables, which needs planks and premise alchemical dust, which we have a bunch of. So these need the stone alchemy component. which is just stone surrounding the premise dust. So let's go ahead and do this. Get 2 in the system, apparently. How many did I say? Did I say 13? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. Yeah. So we're gonna want 13 of those, so 1 for each of the ores to be able to craft them, right? It's because you throw the ingredients in the fusion table and it crafts it with the dust. And then you just throw it into the condenser, and that uses the crystal fluid to make it the ore, or the thing, the actual ingot. Which technically that's not really the most efficient, but it is the easiest thing for us to do because we can get an unlimited amount of sand and we have free power. So, how am I gonna do this, you say? I say I don't know. Oh, this is still draining power? Okay. For right now, I'm gonna take that. So, little concern, not too big of a concern, is that this thing is draining power and it's not gaining power. Not too big of a concern because there's these 3 backing it up, and then there's the water wheel all the way over in the processing area that will also give us power. So I'm not too worried about it, just a little bit, but not too worried about it. So I think we should be okay for now, but we'll see eventually. So, how am I going to do this? I'm gonna do this. First things first, I need to make the actual things. Grab you, grab these. Dust. Got 15 of those, very good. So I did 15 because we do still need a couple, maybe 1 or 2. I think I'm going to do 2 to turn the glass into the crystals. Oh, that's why we're not making any more of that. Okay, okay, that's fine, that's fine. We're also going to need a way to automate the glass production. The easiest way to do that, I think, would be providing power to it, to a furnace, and doing it that way. And I'm just trying to think what kind of powered furnace we have. We have the redstone one, but we're going to do this not connected to the AE system right now. I'm going to have it all kind of internal a little bit. How do I want to do this? How do I want to do this? I mean, I could technically have it hooked up to the AE system, but I don't think it's worth the channels. How do I want to do this? I don't know. Decisions aren't my, strong suit kind of an area. Also, I don't think this is... Are you providing power? I don't know if this is providing power right now. Kind of doubt it. But we'll see. How do I want to do this stuff right here? 10 out of 9 cryptic birthday. We try to 10 or 10 out of 9. 10 now we're trying to plan drunken party type stream. 10-9? When is 10-9? Not this Saturday, but next Saturday. Okay. I'm down if y'all want me there, that's fine, I'll be there. I'll do something, I don't know. Lost train of thought. I didn't really have a train of thought to begin with, but that's really beside the point. Can't make decisions. Yes, that sounds like me. Sorry, conversation on the side. Can't make decisions because I don't know exactly how I want to or where I want to move forward because automating is fine and everything. Oh, my nose. Help me, Jesus. We're going to make some more patterns because I can't think of exactly how I want to set this thing up just yet. Because the problem with this thing is that I need to put all of the ingredients to make all of these things into these things. But the problem with that is if it goes too fast, then it'll mess up the recipe. Because the recipe thing right here, it doesn't like... So these can only hold a stack each. It doesn't like when you have extra things here, even if it's the same things that you need for the recipe, it doesn't like it. So the problem is if I put it in too fast, and it goes blaze powder, flesh, iron, bone stuff, and then does more of those things, it's gonna stop the recipe, and I'm gonna be SOL. So I don't know how to tell it to only put a certain amount in there and then wait until it's available again. I know there should be a way in XNet to be like, hey, if there is this amount in there, put out this redstone signal. But the problem with that is I don't know how fast it does that, so I would have to set it to a low number. But I won't know how to get the items in there and then what to tell to turn off. If I'm gonna throw the ingredients into a chest and then tell XNet to port it into the alchemical thing, or if I'm gonna just tell XNet to check if there's a certain amount of items in there and then tell it to put out a redstone signal, or I think there's a level emitter through applied energistics. I don't really know how to use that. We could check. Let me see. So level. So level emitter. And there's no tool tips on this, so I don't know what the heck, how much it does. Can't make sense. Oh yeah, but do you guys have any ideas what he wants to do, or does he have any ideas what he wants to do? Does he want to do a big Valheim stream? Does he want to find some party games? Does he just want to stream and we chill in his chat? I'm fine with whatever. Talked about that, of course. Uno. Ugh, Uno. I literally returned Uno because it was so freaking boring on Steam. Scriblio. I changed people's lives when I mentioned that. Does the level I feel like the level emitter might do what I want. I don't know which one of you do the Ting redstone card. Do you do a redstone card? No. I think we'll get mad at each other, Uno. I think it'll be fine. I just don't find it very fun, like at all. I don't know. I'm not a card game kind of person. Biometric card. Let's see if we can make that thing. What do you need to emit? I'm just trying to think of how to go about automating. Only had my quest book in front of me to tell me how to do it. Oh god. I'm trying to figure out how to automate crafting these guys. Because I want to set that up just to like get some of those going, even though I do have the Civ stuff set up. I don't feel like setting those up just yet because I want to get the drawers and stuff set up. But I don't know how to tell it to stop putting items into the fusion table if it's requesting like a bunch of them. And to do it until the drawer is full. That's another thing. Oh, plus I need to set up the farms again. That's another thing that I wanted to do, is set up the freaking farms. Sort of, yeah. The problem with the alchemical fusion table is if you put more than a stack of one item in here, it'll break the recipe. So I'm trying to think of a way to tell it to stop putting once it reaches a stack of like blaze powder or flesh or something like that. And I know there's a way to do it in XNet. I think the storage option does that, but I can't think of a way to do it through applied energistics, because it'll just want to dump all the items in regardless. But I was thinking the level emitter might be able to say, hey, we already have that many, but I don't think it has enough power for that. I don't know of anything else. Token RF tool computer. Eh. I haven't touched the RF tool computer yet. I'm trying to think of how I would do it in here, just with applied energistics, just so I can keep with it all in the same thing. Isn't very efficient, but it would be reliable. The crafting card. I mean, that's easy enough to make. I got stuff set up. Very basics so far. Alright. I got a lot of patterns to set up and a lot more assemblers to make, but they're kind of pricey right now. Well, not pricey, they're just kind of in-depth. I don't really feel like getting into all of the crafting recipes I'm going to need to get this crap set up. Oy vey. Anyways, deal with that at some point. Not fluid emitter, level emitter. You. Level emitter, crafting card. I have crafting tables aplenty. I still need to throw these things in the system. Not you. You. Add a recipe to the system with the exact amount of each ingredient you want. Preferably do it as a bulk recipe that makes a bunch of product. See. So, is there any one of these that I really need right now? Kinda need that kind of stuff, but I don't have glowstone to deal with it right now. Which of these do I just have a bunch of resources I could throw at? Pretty much none of them. Okay. Would an interface be there? I mean, well, no, because if I just tell it to do... Can't think of a way to do it. Destroyed my Neeble on the desk. What the heck is a Neeble? Is that your knee? What? Put an interface with a recipe against the alchemical thing. Okay. I'm just gonna do it here just because I don't have it set up over at the other place just yet. So, how do I want to do this? Not like that. Well, it wasn't my ankle. My ankle. Oh god. Interface recipe. Does it recognize it as an alchemical? It does. Cool. Then I don't think I've ever really even used a level emitter. Do I need... Oh gosh, I have like so little iron. Well, a block isn't little, but still, it's not enough. I need all of it. Bah. Ooh, number 2 work for. Oh, hello. What even is that? So here's the trick. Once recipe works, you plop an export bus on the product in the graphic card. Gimme. You plop an export bus with the product. I don't even think I have a export bus yet, do I? I have a fuzzy card. Export boost. Try the boost. What? So the export bus, that work? Back into any interface, loop back into the system. Set to work on redstone signal, lever minutes signal. I'm confused with what the export bus is actually even attached to. Also, I'm running out of channels. This is why I made more dense, smart cables. There you are. Where the heck is the pattern? Yellow. What do I need for this screen? I'll flash 2 blades. But what is the export bus attached to? So the export bus, you say, is pointed to an interface. But what is it? Is it just going into this interface? Oh, also I need that dust stuff. Where do I put a level emitter? Does it have to be like right above it? I feel like it needs to be like here in this empty space, but where's my thing? Oy vey. Gimme. Where'd it go? There you are. Beautiful. So then I just throw this here. Need a redstone card and export bus. Also, I think I need item conduit or item conduit equivalent to take the stuff out of here and back into the interface. Item duct will have to do. That'll work. Okay. After that kerfuffle. What am I doing with my life? Thank you. You, Hakusho. Use rental card and export bus. You. So does that just say that the system has the alchemical dust now? When receiving a signal. Export to work when receiving a signal. You get an item in the right. So the rotten flesh. I mean, it's a 1-to-1. Or no, it's not a 1-to-1. It's a 2 to. So 1 to a 2, so it would be 32. Not any. The product, not any ingredients. And then do we just say 32? Okay, so let me see. So it's set right now to say when the system has 0, craft something. So I would want to set this to however many I want in the system, or in this case, we're going to be throwing it into. We have to throw it into this whole spiel. Which we don't have set up yet. And I have to get a bunch of manual things going, which I need to get a bunch of redstone stuff going, which I need to get a bunch of glowstone stuff going, so that we can stop running out. But I need... How do we get redstone in this god-forsaken pack, besides having to craft it like that? Redstone. Let's see. Actually, that would be ideal. 5% chance? That's not ideal, though, really. Auto-crafting this way. It uses precious A2 crafting CPU multi-blocks. So if it has to craft something, it'll use the or it'll use that. If not, then it's not going to. That's fine. Gosh, I can't wait to get everything else cleared out. Push this up one. This is dipped down because of this whole thing that I had set up for when this was an actual issue of me not having space on my mini platform. But all of this is gonna move into this mess. I just got all of my thermal stuff, except for these two, hooked up to the system. I got the power just here because I don't think we're going to need that much power right now. We're going to run out of freaking jetpack fuel because I keep on jumping with it. Live life. I still need to get these hooked up, but I need to probably move them first to the area that I have or want to set up for immersive engineering so that I don't have them here. They'll have their own channel all the way over there. Even though I really don't need that much frickin' space for all this crap, but I have 16 bubbles. I'm gonna use 16 frickin' bubbles. Squib. But yeah. Temporary housing for all my stuff that I need to process. Okay. See, that's what I usually do. But this time, for some reason, I had it in my head that I needed all of the space, so I made all of the space, and now I'm like, I'm cramming it all into this one until I can throw it all over into that one. But it started out all on this and in here. I really want to wait for this thing to go to 0 because I want to see if the water wheel is gonna help at all. Tiny utility closet of big migraines. That's what this was. Even though this wasn't much better, it still isn't. This was just jam-packed full of crap, and now it has other crap in it. This is gonna move. I can't wait to move you. You're probably just gonna go up like 2 blocks, though, so on that. But yeah, once I get all the drawers in and this crap moved, and then I also need to set up... Okay, so that's gonna be my example for what I need to do later. So then, I'll have to have one of each of these things set up with an export bus to export one of those to here. Portal needs a muffler, so this one, I think it was it required to go to the Nether? Did we need to go to the Nether for anything? I don't think we really needed to, but went there just to go, probably. There was a couple things that I wanted that I didn't want to have to craft, and I wanted to see if it was an actual Skyblock world, and it was. Luckily, it threw me out right on top of another fortress. Probably gonna get booty cheeked when I come through here. Oh, hey guys. Oh, hi everyone. Oh, Lord. Excuse me. Hey, chicken. Ugh. But yeah. Excuse me. Oh, hello. So yeah, threw me out to another fortress. Just an easier way to get wither skeleton skulls when I didn't have witch water. Do we have mufflers that I can make? I can't hear my bots. I have the game set at 20% max volume, or master volume, and yeah, still loud. Okay, so I need to figure out how I'm gonna process all of the ores that we're getting from sieving as well, and where I want to put them. Since we do have export buses, and there's that little crafting trick, I think we'll just end up piping all of this crap back to the base. I think next time I'll try to make a fully portable base with modular routers and compact machines. Oh lordy. What was it? Is there any mod? Oh, and then you can put it all into what is that personal dimension? The Spectre key, I think it is. I forget what mod adds that. I think it might be cyclic. Is it cyclic? Yeah, random things. Spectre key for your own dimension, then you can plop all your crap in there. And then you can truly just run around with your own little mini dimension and access it whenever you want. With all your crap inside. Boom. Easy. It is a small, well, it's not small. It's kind of short dimension in my opinion, but that's really beside the point. Okay, so I need all this stuff piped back to the base. Build a tiny base around you. Oh god. Oh yeah, all my music's gone because we reached the end. Time for some pop champ. And then all this stuff can go back in the system. So I can throw power here. So that's gonna give all these the power that they need. Sort of, not really. This one little block is not nearly enough to make all these things powered up to what they need, but I don't really need them all going that much all the time right now. Maybe at a later date. But I need drawers for all the stuff. These have drawers. These have drawers. Everything else does not. Sadly, I can't just put them in a compacting drawer and have them auto-craft like that. I have to actually auto-craft them or tell the system to craft them, and I don't think the system crafting them would be very efficient. Which is why I didn't want to put them in drawers. I wanted to throw them all into a crafter and have them crafted, then thrown into the system, but I don't think that's going to work out. Package. There's the actual packages. There's the packaged auto. Can you just put them all in your ender pouchy thing? I could, but I want a way to automatically craft them into their ore blocks and then throw them into the system. There is auto crafters that'll do it pretty well. I think the extra utilities one is technically free. I forget. Batch crafter. I've never used a batch crafter. I don't know what that one does. There's the auto crafter from Cyclic, which I've used before, but that one takes a lot of power and can only do one recipe at a time as well. How hard are you to make? You're not. Do I have everything? I don't even nearly have everything. Oh my. Apples! Let's make that. I have so much work to do. And then light blue. I don't have bone meal? That's a lie. Well, I have bones, I just don't have bone meal. I don't think this is the thing that I need. I forget what this does. It might do what I want, but I don't rightly remember. And I should have just brought like a couple of these things over. I will take a stack of iron. I'm low, but I'm not low on iron. I wonder if that thing ran out. Are you raining yet? You're not. Okay. Packager also takes power. Okay, I didn't know if it was. There's like a couple blocks that will just work super slow if they don't have power. Well, that's not a first, but wait. Why is that disconnected? Why is that disconnected? Why are you disconnected? Did I disconnect something that I shouldn't have? Oh, I did. Ugh, hate. Ugh. That would have caused me a headache for a week. Okay. Put this back together. Perfect. Okay, slash home. I just want to see how it works. Like if it'll just craft it up into whatever block it can. Because it doesn't accept a recipe that I see. Unless I'm blind. How did that get in my... Okay, this one please and thank you. Hello. Yeah, it doesn't accept a recipe, it just like kind of... Okay. Okay, so it doesn't do what I want. Cable routing. Jesus Christ, how horrifying. That's why it's hidden. Sort of. Packager equals Garbo. Can't do anything with it. You're trash. You always be trash. You're nothing but trash. ME packaging component? I don't know about that. That's why I have it all down in here. I just need a better way. But oh well. And then this mess. God. It's beautiful. Look at my masterpiece. I wonder if it'll just tell me uses. Nope, it's crafting. But let's see which one of these things has a recipe encoder kind of a thing. me see. Any of these things? Yes, I will just use a crafting table on a stick. No, not directly. I don't think it does have it yet. Compactor. The only compactor is this one, and I don't think this one will do it either. I wish the compacting drawer did it, but it doesn't like it. Yeah, that doesn't do it. He said. I know there's like 3 machines that work, just can't remember them. RF tools, crafting station, or processor. No, I don't think that's what we want. Stream crafting table. There is X compressium. This is all the X. Yeah, it's none of that. The auto compressor. Auto compressor rationing. What are these? Bat Zapper or Smasher? Manisive Steve in a magical box. How does that even work? What do you? That's super cheap. We could try it. What about you? Do you take the other thing? You do. Okay. Do you take power? You do. Do you do what I want you to do? Maybe. You do. What does the rationing one do? Rationing? I'm trying to like think of it before I waste my time. I don't know. Who knows? Use one of each item in buffer. That'll actually be good so it doesn't get stuck on something. I think. Well, I mean, it'll never actually get stuck unless there's like one of every item and there's just one item. I don't know. Oh, it'll keep 4, enough to make one more wrath pie. Okay. So, from there... I wouldn't think that was what rationing would mean, but I guess, whatever. I would need to pipe this stuff over to where I want it, or I would want to do it all here, and wow, that was a little bit of lag, hello. One of the things that works that I was thinking of. Very good. Very good, sir, very good indeed. What is this crap? Crush black quartz? What do you do? Who are you? What I need is... I need a way to pull out all the things that will go into here and push out all the things that won't. I mean, if I wanted to do it with Applied Energistics, I could just cable an importer over here with a card to only take the diamonds, emeralds, redstone, certus, prismarine, only to take all the important stuff. Oh my, and leave all that stuff. That would probably be good. How many is that? 1, 2, 3, 4, 8. Will I have enough space to do the 8? Import bus. And then I think I need to set up drawers for 2 of those things. I'm gonna unhook my drive. So I do not want things. Okay. I don't want anything being stored in there, but I do need some cards. Capacity card. Fuzzy card, redstone card, acceleration. I don't think I need 4 of these, but let me just double check since I have this one over here. Just needed 2. Beautiful. And that's how we, yeah. So I can make some acceleration cards. Oh yeah, I should probably do that. This one. Alrighty. You go there. You go there. You go there. Here. Beautiful. Do you think they're done yet? Nope. They're getting there eventually. I'll set those up on a crafting pattern soon. That's gonna be a lot of work, is setting up a bunch of these. I'm gonna need to figure out how I'm gonna do this automatically. It's not gonna be difficult, but it's gonna deal with me having to do these iron plates, which I have the compactor, so I can do the compactor. That makes that easier. So I can put the compactor for the plate recipe for the sheet metal with the crafting recipe, and then the formation cores are pretty easy. I need to make a couple more inscribers, so I could do that. So I can do these automatically as well. And we already have the Flux dust, that's easy. Same with this, we technically have everything. I'll set up something for the pure certus, just like I just, or pure nether quartz, just like I did for the Fluix and for the Certus. We have the quartz glass already, and then we just need to do these. But I'm holding off on these because we don't have a bunch of redstone, which is what I'm hoping to get from all of the frickin' sieving and from what we're going to be setting up for here. And then I also need to reset up the mob farm. Like I said, that's going to go down here, so it's out of the way. I almost forgot that I didn't have my paraglider thing in my hotbar, so that was almost an issue. Whoopsies! Okay. This, that, those. Beautiful, I like it. Right. Okay, so we have the importer, we have the cards, we have the speedy bits. What are they for? 5, 6, because I don't think this is... Yeah, no, this is just turned into Skystone or used in the Skystone seed recipe, so this is kind of useless. How are we getting this? Through the dust? Oh, it's kind of a high chance to get it. That's kind of annoying. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 6, 7, and 8. So I need to set up drawers for 3 of these things because the rest of them have it already. But let me throw these on here before I get carried away. There. I think that's how that works. If I remember, who knows? Not me. Alright. So drawers. I should have extra drawers over here. 1, 2, 3, 3? Is it just 3? What are 3? I think it's just those 3 things. 1, 2, and you. And then the rest of this crap should stack away. Yes. And then I wanted this disconnected just to make sure nothing was going to get back into the system. That shouldn't. Even though it would be a good test, I still don't want to do it. These... I don't know where I want to put these. Frick it. I need a key. Where's my key? I think everything else is locked already, right? Right, love it. Okay. And I do believe we have the smart cables on us already. Beautiful. All the way over there? Oh, you fey. Oh, we're almost out of jetpack stuff. Oh, look. The moon. Oh, yep. Yep. Goodbye, cruel world. Can't wait to get a better jetpack. Alright. Nothing happened, Demi. How dare you? Don't know what you're talking about. All these accusations. Wild accusations you're making. A whoopee cushion filled with gravy adds a hilarious new dimension to a rather tiresome practical joke. What does that have to do with anything? It's not allowed. Struggle bus. Ow! I hate that you keep the momentum when you fall from the sky unless you land in like water or on a bed or something that cancels it out. Browsing funny junk again before pass out for the night. That sounds like a good use of your time. I was gonna go the other way, but I feel like this way is a little faster. So I don't have to re-cable crap again. Plus I should have plenty. Hey, it's not what I was looking for. Thank you. Moving along. I just like running. Hello. Is it working yet? Oh, it worked. Oh, it's working. Oh. You know, I don't technically have to do all this cabling. I could just do what Demi said and throw stuff into the chest to put it in the system. But where's the fun in that? I mean, that would just save on so much headache of having to craft all of the freaking cables, and that's usually what I would do, is just craft one of these and put all the outputs to that. But where's the fun in that, Demi? So now if I put this here, it shouldn't, hopefully, for the love of Jesus, take all those freaking ore pieces that I don't want in the system right now. Shouldn't take those. Thank Jeebus. So now I just need to craft those into the things that they're supposed to be. How am I gonna do that? Nobody knows. Find out next time on Dragon Ball Z. Super Ultra Saiyan. Megathon. What are they at? Ultra Instinct 97. This goes there. That goes there. There's going to be an import bus on that eventually. And then I need power. I don't have any cables to bring power over to that. I also need to probably hook this one up to something as well. Yeah. Also, a freaking light source got put in there, so my thing didn't do anything, but whatever. Nothing's spawning in my little death room of doom. So, how many do we have? I'm gonna need to make drawers for all of these. It's actually almost time to end stream here in a second. So I want to do this as quickly as possible. I have iron, 1, 2, 3, 4 of the gold. What do I have 4 of this thing? I need dinner. I am kind of hungry. Silver, gold, osmium, lead, copper, nickel, aluminium, and some tin. Oh, I already had tin. Love it. 8. Oh lord. Oh lord. You and you. Right. Oh, I'm missing one. Forgot to count iron. There we go. Alright, I just need the one. And I think that's all of them. So let's just go ahead and lock these bad boys. Bit. Grab all of that. Now where in the ever-loving am I gonna put all this crap? I would preferably like it here, but I didn't want to have to go up to the roof, but it looks like I'm gonna have to go up to the roof of this place. Oh well. Maybe a 19th redesign is in order. Barely, just barely fit. Now look at all that. Okay, so if I look up ore, all those are in there. Beautiful, love it. That's what we like to see. Now I need the import bus. Oy. Import. I don't think I'm gonna need to tell it not to take out the other thing, the dusts, because it should just process either really quickly or it should know better, hopefully. But I also need power, so I need, what do I need? I need a way to give it power, and I don't have a lot of power going over there just yet. Ooh, did this thing run out yet? You did run out. Are you not giving power? Is that like the issue? I'll have to figure that out. I don't know why it's only taking from one side, not the other. I think I have hooked up wrong. What did you send this time? Cuddly plus dogfish. Sanjeep Patel, hello, I am the IRS. You need to pay me $1,500 in Walmart gift cards or you will be placed under the rest. For the Lord of Matthew, oh my. Oh, and I need item duct. Item. Oh, but I need a way to not transfer. I think these have blacklists, so I think these should be fine. Need to blacklist those 5 things. I'll figure that out as well. I don't need any of that, so that's good. So I just need those 6. I'm inventory full. The best 2. Oh lord. How many does this able to do? A full 9? Don't steal my scrambled eggs. That should be enough. Here. Okay. So we're gonna go like so. We're gonna go like so. We're gonna, can I shift these? I can. Are those all the ones that we don't want taken? I think it is. So this should now start sending that, and I want this hooked up for power. Oh, I should have done the thing. Maybe I should have just kept it like the regular one so that it doesn't like hog up something unless I want to prioritize something. Oh, wait, it just crafted all of that. I don't know. But I think that's fine. And it's not taking those. Okay, that works. Lovely. Wait, are you set to Certus? Oh, not Certus. I don't think it would take those technically because everything's set so specifically, but still, they're mine, all mine. Now all I have to do is set the import thing. Crapple. Forgot to put you in my inventory. I like how you can still use your jetpack when you're in the inventory or menu screen. Biscuits. Lovely. I don't think it needs that much acceleration. I honestly don't think it really needs any, but definitely needs it for this. Perfect. Now the only bottleneck is this thing is super slow because the item duck sucks, but I can make better ones eventually, throw them on there, and have it go very, very fast. And to help it along, I need iron. Not really, but... Okay, cool. I think that's all that's gonna happen today. I'm gonna have to set up a bunch of freaking crafting recipes, and then I'm gonna have to I'm gonna have to set these up to be auto-processed and all that junk. So yeah, it's gonna be fun. But yeah, we got a lot done, I think. I feel like we got a lot done. Tomorrow, Terraria with Mr. Freed himself. I don't know if you went into the server at all, Freed, but I did do some lava fishing because I did get plenty of iron. I took the liberty of doing that off stream so that I wouldn't have to do it on stream. So yeah, that was a thing. There's about 75 obsidian crates that we need to open. And I got the one lava sponge that I wanted. I think, yeah, I think I got it. So, very good things happening. Hopefully tomorrow will be eventful. I'm not sure exactly what we're going to get done. I think it's going to be more setting up fishing stuff, and we might just be fishing a lot of the time, but who knows? I know I need to set up more jungle, foresty, undergroundy bits. Got almost all my chores done for the week. Oh, nice. Well, lucky you. But yeah, we have a bunch of obsidian crates to open, and then more fishing things to set up, and then figure out why I'm not getting a bunch of jungle spores, but that's probably just a chance thing, so I need to set up a bunch more. But yeah. Alright. Good night, everyone. Thank you for stopping by. Thank you for hanging in there. Appreciate you. Hopefully I will see you tomorrow, Demi, and I will see you tomorrow, Freed, whether you like it or not. Ha! Good night.